This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
In the second line.
Self-preservation. He don't need those people. You know, you want to work with guys that you think you're going to need all day. Oh,
right there. Jack Sprague into the wall hard.
Looked like he got run into from behind. Made pretty hard contact with the outside wall.
He's already having a bad day. He was 2 laps off the pace.
You can see the right front tire not even just barely moving occasionally. A lot of damage to that American Commercial Lines Chevrolet.
Right.
See Jack right there. There's a 51 of Kyle Busch. Look for a little contact. Kyle moves to the inside. Jack comes down actually on Kyle, and it swings him out towards the outside wall.
That was strange looking, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't put anything on Kyle Busch for that.
No. A little bit dicey there, trying to figure out how to push that truck up toward the lead. Doesn't want to get too aggressive. He understands the fact that he can cause a big crash, so he doesn't want to be too aggressive, but it's getting late. He knows he's got to go.
Adam Alexander, what's happening on pit road?
Well, you got to point out about John West Townley and the situation he is in. You know, earlier today, he got away with an accident here at Talladega. He spun coming onto pit road. Not often you get a second chance at a place like this. This youngster making the best of it. What could have been a DNF could be a top 10. He's running 7th as we speak. Kristen?
Conway freight truck goes sideways. It's Colin Brown gets turned around. The 15 of John Andretti spins as well. And so the caution comes out now for the 3rd or 4th time today.
The 6 blew a left rear tire, I believe. I thought I saw a tire coming off the 6. Yeah, you see the tire's flat.
Yeah, we were watching that onboard camera shot. He just turned sideways.
In front of you, got to go to the
Looks
rear
like,
anyway.
See Mike Bean tell him just come on down pit road. There's John Andretti. You heard Colin Brown say blew a tire. Watch the inside now. He's side by side with the 16 of Brian Scott, and then all of a sudden, bam! The tire goes down. Around it goes. You see the carcass flying off, and John Andretti was just caught by the back end of that Conway Ford.
What a great job of driving those trucks did there to avoid that.
They did a fantastic job, and how lucky are we? Need Mike Wallace.
Eric Darnell has said, all right, I want to get by Mike Wallace. I want to lead this second pack. Let's see if he's able to do it. John West Townley will jump out in front of him. Let's see if those 2 Fords can work well together.
2 Fords, 2 teammates now on the outside.
They have been so strong this entire race. Eric Darnell has led 48 laps today at this racetrack. He wants to lead the last one. Inside of 5 laps of racing to go. It's still Kyle Busch out in front of Todd Bodine and Ron Hornaday.
West Townley doesn't know how to do the job like Eric Darnell and Mike Wallace does. You see him, he's not down on those other trucks. Eric Darnell says, man, I like you, John West, but we got to go. You're not doing it right.
Now Mike Wallace is going to come in. There's a bump draft. Eric jumps to the inside there. I'm not sure if he left enough room for Mike Wallace.
He moves in. A couple other trucks have moved out in front of that 99.
Tough break for Mike Wallace. He just couldn't get back in line. He'll fall to the back, but don't think his race is over.
Now, one of the trucks that moved out was the 6 of Colin Brown. Yes, Colin Brown did bring out our last caution. They put on 4 new tires, put him back out there, and Colin Brown went across the start-finish line in 7th the last lap.
Got John West sideways there. Somebody was pushing on him. He is being shucked out now. He's on the outside, the 3rd lane by himself.
TJ Bell right behind Colin Brown. TJ got a lucky dog earlier. Now he's racing for the win here at Talladega.
What an impressive job he's done in that TRG Chevrolet here in the last few races. This is a brand new truck for TJ, built by Kevin Harvick for TRG.
It is heating up. They cross the start-finish line. 3 laps of racing to go at Talladega. Here comes that second line.
Colin Brown, 21st. One of the last trucks on the lead lap 2 laps ago. Now he's racing for the lead.
Here he comes, Colin Brown on the second line. The train is going by. Colin Brown has got momentum. Let's see if he can get by that 51 of Kyle Busch.
They're all pushing. You see them all wiggling. That's because they've got somebody on their bumper. Matt Craftsman pulls out to make it 3 wide.
Side by side when they go into turn number 3. Kyle Busch on the inside. He's got help from the 30.
Colin Brown just doesn't need TJ Bell to get too overzealous and push that truck too hard. He'll push him right around, but they're taking the lead on the outside.
Getting ready to come through the trial with Colin Brown. Can he lead this lap? Here comes Kyle Busch once again. He surges forward on the inside. across the start-finish line. The separation, 2 1/1000ths of a second. 2 laps of racing to go.
It's anyone's race right here. Colin Brown is leading that pack on the outside. Kyle Busch hanging tough right on the yellow line.
This is synchronized driving. Anything can go wrong at any second. The way they're pushing on each other, these trucks want to get out of control. The drivers are fighting constantly to try to hang on.
Look at Ty Bodine get up against that 51 and propel him by that 6 truck.
Those 2 trucks have pulled away from the rest of the trucks in the bottom line. That could be detrimental to that line.
Now here comes Hornaday. He's going to give a big push to Bodine, who will in return give that push to Kyle Busch.
Here comes Colin Brown again with momentum on the outside. TJ Bell right behind him.
Through the tri-oval, across the start-finish line. White flag is in the air, 1 to go. Colin Brown is leading in his Ford on the outside. Here comes Kyle Busch once again on the inside.
We're going to make it back around, Mikey?
I don't see how. I'm shocked we made it this far. I love the job these guys are doing, but I just can't explain how difficult this is, Phil. All these trucks are trying to crash.
Colin Brown now has the nose.
Oh, there it goes.
Problems
There it
behind
goes.
him, and this will end the race. Who's in front?
The caution isn't out yet. This is all behind the pack. Maybe the caution hasn't flown. No caution.
They still haven't thrown the caution. Kyle Busch is in front of Todd Bodine. Colin Brown hung out on the outside. Can he get help from TJ Bell in time? Coming out of turn number 4. Now Todd Bodine moves to the outside. Bodine makes the run. They go through the tri-oval. Can Kyle Busch get to him?
Here
Todd
comes
Bodine and Kyle Busch. It's Todd Bodine at the line. He'll win again.
And TJ Bell into the outside wall, comes across the line 8 into the outside wall.
How about Todd Bodine winning the last 3 super speedway races?
He was able to get Kyle Busch sideways off turn 4, and that broke Kyle Busch's momentum. He jumped to the outside, and what did it open up? The floodgates. Here they all come.
Look at, do you see Rick Wren?
Rick
How
was
happy he
celebrating.
was. Ron Hornaday comes across the line in 2nd. Johnny Benson 11th. We have a new point leader.
39 points unofficially, the difference between Hornaday and Benson. So we have a new point leader in the truck series, and a familiar face is going to be headed back to victory lane here at Talladega. Of the 3 races, he's won 2 of them.
How good is that? How good was that? That was perfect.
Also won Daytona last year.
3 in a row for Todd Bodine in this Lumber Liquidators Toyota
I mean, this year. Daytona this year.
Yeah.
The last 3 races.
Last 3 super speedway races. There's Mike Hillman Jr. emotional after this win.
Todd Bodine won that race. He got in the back of Kyle Busch coming off turn 4. Well, look at that. He got Busch all out of whack and just drove up beside him.
Todd Bodine celebrating win number 14. Adam.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a special presentation of ABC Sports, spanning the globe to bring you the biggest events in the wide world of sports.